Welcome to another Magna FX Forex 101 video. This video is going to be a short video. I just wanted to go through why signal services do not work, because I've seen a huge number of people join signal services, especially new traders, thinking that signal services is going to help them become successful in the markets. I also fell for that trap when I started because of the number of people promoting signal services online. Let's find out why signal services do not work. If you've been in the market for some time, you're familiar with signal services. For those of you who are not, signal services are groups formed by traders to give out trades that they are executing. For example, if I am taking a trade on Euro USD, I give out my entry price, stop loss, and take profit levels, either in text form or a screenshot of the trade and text. Traders or people that are not profitable traders can make signal services. So they make these signal services either on WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, any social media outlet. And they form these groups where they'll be posting their trades and they'll tell you to take this trade. The faults in signal services. The problem with signal services is that they prohibit you from learning. They prohibit you from learning how to trade because you are getting analysis or trades from someone else. If you're getting analysis or trades from someone else, why bother to even learn how to trade? That's the question. If you're getting analysis and trades from someone else, why should you bother to learn how to trade? This is the psychology that most of you have when you are in a signal group. Some of you might not have this psychology. Some of you may have this psychology. As for me, I joined a signal group back when I started trading. And even though I was getting signals, I knew to say that I need to learn how to trade. But some people are different from me. Some people may join signal groups and from there they may say that, all right, I don't need to learn how to trade. I can manage to make a living from the signal group. This is far from true. This is very far from true, and we'll see why. You will have no idea of how to analyze a chart. You will not know what works for you and what does not. The worst thing is that you will learn nothing about the psychology you need in order to become a successful trader. Sometimes the signal may be correct, but because you have not developed the right psychology, you will continue to fail. Psychology is very important in trading, guys. I always tell you to say that psychology is a very important factor in trading. Without psychology, without the right psychology in trading, you cannot become the successful trader you dream of becoming. You can watch the 3-part series we created on how to become a successful trader. I'll make sure to leave the link in the description below or a pop-up card at the right side of the screen. A signal might fail when the market is affected by the news, and because you believe in the signal provider, you will not even bother to check the economic calendar. You might not even know how the news affects the market. The economic calendar is a very important tool for a trader because with this tool, a trader gets to know the news that's coming out and may affect the volatility of the market. And if you are unaware of the news that's coming out, let's say NFP, you might be in a trade and your signal provider might not even check his economic calendar and NFP might take you out of the trade. And because you have the wrong psychology, you may have had a winning streak and then you open a huge lot size on this trade and you believe that this trade is going to be a winner because of your winning streak. So you are confident in this signal provider's trades and you decide to bump up your lot size. Then news hits the market and the volatility in the market goes against the direction you have placed your trade in. This will cause you to lose your money and you will be in shock. So it is better to learn on your own and make mistakes, aka failures, also known as failures. Failures are just mistakes. It's not the end all. They are just mistakes that will help you gain experience and become a better trader in the long term. In another scenario, imagine your signal provider decides to go quiet because of some personal issues. We all go through personal issues. That means you stop trading because he will stop trading. Or if he decides to trade, his personal issues will affect the way he perceives the market information, and he might go through a streak of losses. When you know how to trade, you are the one in control of when to take trades and when to sit out of the market. Another fault, you do not know his trading history. The problem with signal services is that anyone can open a signal service group and advertise with winning trades and screenshots of profits. They will never post their losses. This is what I have noticed from signal providers. I don't know about you. Maybe you have noticed signal providers that post their losses. But as for me, I have never seen a signal provider that posts their losses. All I see is profits, huge amounts of profits, scams just to lure people in joining their signal groups. I remember the first and only signal group I joined was a signal group that was, I can't mention the name, but this signal group, for me to join the signal group, the signal provider was just posting wins. And at that time, I did not know anything about risk management. So this signal provider was just opening multiple positions, and he would show his profits like $100 a day, $50 a day. For me at that time, that was a lot. That was a lot of money. And I figured that if I were to make this type of money, I would earn a living from the forex market. But even though I was receiving signal services, I was still learning how to trade because I felt something in me was telling me that I really need to learn how to trade. We differ, people differ, so I don't know about others, but as for me, I felt like I really need to learn how to trade, even though I was receiving the signals. So when I would receive the signal, I would see what this person has seen for him to place a buy or sell, so that I also learn. The problem with this signal provider was he was not providing any analysis. He was just providing text. He would be like, buy this, stop loss this, take profit this. And when I joined the signal group, I found that this individual was just getting a couple of pips, like small pips. If you were to open with the smallest lot size, I doubt if you could even get to $1. It wasn't even getting to $1. So when I figured this out, I was in shock. I was confused. I had an account funded with $47, approximately $47. So I was in shock, and I was surprised how I was so foolish to join that signal service group. But we learn from our mistakes and we move on from there. So after some time, he started sending signals. So I figured that, all right, if he's sending signals like this, if I open multiple lot sizes, if I open multiple positions, I can make a good enough amount of money. So he sent another signal, opened multiple positions. Signal was a loss. Next again, sent a signal, opened multiple positions for me to recover from the loss. Signal lost. In the end, my account blew, and for some time there, the signal provider even went quiet. He went quiet for no reason, and I couldn't take a trade actually because I couldn't trust my own analysis. If I were to make an analysis, I couldn't trust my own analysis. I would rely on the signal provider. You can learn from my experience, and you will find out that signal services actually do not work. If you are in a signal service that works, I would like to know. You can inbox us on our Instagram at MagnaFX Institute. I'll leave the link in the description below. Not only do they excite customers, but they give them the wrong picture of what trading is about. The customer thinks he will make profits like his signal provider, just like I said, not knowing there are other factors other than clicking buy and sell. You only get to see the profits But what about the losses? What was the result of his previous 5 trades? If there were losses, is he still psychologically strong to interpret market information correctly? These are some of the questions we cannot answer ourselves. It is best that we reanalyze the signal on our own or leave the signal group completely. I suggest the latter because some of you might not know how to analyze the market just yet and you're already in signal services. So you cannot reanalyze the signal just like it was in my case. So I would just suggest you leave the signal group completely, open a demo account, start learning how to trade on your own. Don't jump to a real account just yet. Wait and prove for your strategy to be a profitable strategy. Then you go into a real account. Because if you go into a real account straight, it can damage you both psychologically and emotionally. You may even end up giving up on trading completely, or you might not trade for a long period of time. So just wait, go into a demo, practice good risk management. Don't open lot sizes that you won't be able to open when you have a real account. Open rational and logical lot sizes, the lot sizes that you know you are going to be opening when you open a real account or when you make a real account. Those are the lot sizes you should be using. That's the risk appetite you should be using. Just trade your demo account like a real account so that you may move from demo to real swiftly. In the beginning, when you start trading a real account for the first time, you may stumble here and there, but as long as you keep the momentum going and you trade the way you are trading on your demo account, you will overcome the obstacles and eventually you break the threshold and become a consistently profitable trade. You do not know the provider's risk appetite. Another point I exercise: risk appetite, risk management, a very important factor in your forex success. You have no idea what he is willing to lose on a single trade. Similar to my case. This is a problem because the basis of trading is to practice good risk management. Some traders might be targeting a small amount of pips, but open a trade with a huge lot size or a number of positions. You who has a small account will have to take the same trade and earn less than you expected. This will result into you making irrational decisions like holding the position for too long, opening and closing trades, etc. This is why you need to learn how to analyze the chart on your own so that every aspect of your trading suits your personality, from pip targets to lot size. We trade according to our personality. So the people that are risky, that take more risks, you will find that they'll be more aggressive in the markets, opening multiple trades at a time because they feed off risk. But if you're a more conservative person, you'll find that the lot sizes and the number of trades that you open per month or per week will be less. This is due to our personality. So you might not know your signal provider's personality. He may be a risky trader. So this is why it is better for you to learn your own personality, to learn the way you trade, to manage your trades properly, and in the long run become a profitable trader. Fraudsters. There are a lot of fraudsters in the forex market. In fact, in any financial market, there are fraudsters. People claiming you will make X amount of money in X amount of time. Here where I live, there was a poster that I was seeing that was promoting make X amount in X amount of time. I really can't remember, but I knew immediately that that was a scam because I know in forex, you will not make X amount of money in X amount of time. The conditions always depend. That day, the market volatility may be low. That day, you may take a loss. You don't know how much, you don't know your lots, the lot size that you will open. Different factors play out in the forex market for you to make a fixed amount of money in a fixed amount of time. So I knew immediately that that was a scam, and this was an ad that was running on outdoor billboards. On billboards, I used to see this ad on billboards, multiple billboards in fact, and now I don't see that ad. So you can see that people were scammed from the ad, because if no one was scammed from the ad, I still would have been seeing the billboard. If you see any of these advertisements, do not fall for it, because you will lose your money quicker than you earned it. Fraudsters will either take your money and run, or they will copy and paste trades from other signal groups. They'll copy and paste trades from other signal groups while tweaking one or two things about the stop loss and the take profit. And then you think that they are signal providers. If a signal provider doesn't provide proper and good analysis of why he's taking a trade, he's a scam. Trust me, he's a scam. He's a scam. So you might be saying, oh, Mtale, you post trades on your Telegram. You post signals on your Telegram. Those are not signals. If there are signals, I'll be charging you for it. If I was a fraudster, I'll be charging you for it. But I just post them just to let people know, because I analyze the charts on the Sunday analysis series. So when after analyzing the charts, if the trade lines up with the way I analyzed it on the Sunday analysis series, that's when I post it in the Telegram channel, so that the people in the Telegram channel get an idea of how to analyze the markets and how to approach the markets. I even leave a disclaimer that it's not a signal service. I don't give out signals in any way. On our Instagram page, you will also see in the bio that this is not a signal provider. We do not provide signals here at MagnaFX. We just provide knowledge and the truth about the forex market, so that a lot of people should be enlightened from the scams that are going around about the forex market. We are in the best interest of people. We would love to see everyone succeed. Anyone who's committed to learning about forex, we would love to see them succeed, and we would love to see them at the top. We don't promote anything. All we have is a band of slides that will in fact help you become a profitable trader. So do not fall for these scams, guys. Do not fall for these scams. Anybody advertising anything about signals, anybody advertising about an X amount of money in X amount of time, ignore those people, ditch them, continue learning and becoming a profitable trader. In fact, it's better to learn how to trade in order to prevent such scenarios. Learning how to trade can be a difficult task, not when you have a mentor to guide you through the ups and downs until you become a consistently profitable trader. So if you have a mentor, the road to you becoming a profitable trader becomes shorter and quicker. But if you don't have a mentor and you're doing it on your own, it's longer. It takes long. It takes long. You eventually get there with persistence, but the road is long. You have to go through the mistakes and learn the mistakes on your own. But if you have a mentor, you can go through mistakes, ask your mentor, and then he will help you from there. He or she will help you from there. We come to the end of the video. Like I said, this was a short video. I just wanted to touch on the topic signal providers, because I have seen multiple signal services being promoted online. To find this slide and other slides, you can find it on our Gumroad. We have a Magna Forex Institute bundle, including many other slides and other content about Forex. If you'd like to join our Telegram channel, you can find the link in the description below. You can also follow us on our Instagram at MagnaFX Institute. You'll find all three links in the description below for our Gumroad, Telegram, and our Instagram. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.